Hey friends! Live again for the second time today after re-recording letter H. But today, or now, is letter K. If you don't know me, I'm Rachel Williams, feminine leadership coach, and I help women beat the burnout so that they can achieve success with balance. So it appears that I fixed the sound issue on the last live, but if you're on, say hello. Let me know if you can hear me, please. That would be great. And if you're watching the replay, still say hi. Let me know that you're watching these and that y'all are getting the value out of these that I hope that you are. And so that actually transitions into today's topic for letter K, which is know your value. Know your value. Oh, we have one person on. Please let me know if you can hear me. Say hi. So knowing your value, I'd like to start off with a quote because all of us have strengths and weaknesses, and all of us are beautiful individuals that tend to judge ourselves way too much. And so one of my favorite quotes, it tends to get attributed to Einstein. I did a little research on the internet and see that that kind of goes both ways. But the quote is, "Everybody is a genius. However, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life believing it is stupid." And the first time I heard that, it just blew my mind. Because a fish is an amazing creature. Of course, if it spends its whole life trying to climb a tree, it's going to feel that it has failed. And I think that happens to us a lot of times as humans, is we have all of these things that we think we should be, or that we should achieve, or, God, I would only be better if X, and we waste so much of our energy beating ourselves up when really you're a genius at whatever that special thing is for you. So we all have our own gifts. We're all born valuable. Here's the other thing I want to say. You are valuable just because you are alive. None of us were born subpar humans. And none of us, here's another paradigm that blew my mind. None of us are any better than anyone else. I spent a lot of my time thinking that I was special, and the truth is, I am special in my own way, but I'm no more special than anyone else is special in their own way. And as to everything, there's two sides to it. On one side, it means that everyone is special, and the flip side of that is, when I finally figured that out, it took a lot of pressure off of me, because I realized all I have to do is be me. And that by me being more of me every day, I innately bring value into this world. Think about it. As babies, we don't look at a baby and be like, oh, that baby is way better than this baby or that baby. They're all just babies. They have value because they exist. And the problem is, as we grow up, we tend to run into these challenges and experiences that make ourselves believe otherwise. So, what are you good at? What are your strengths? What are your innate gifts? What are those things that put you, my mentor, Dr. Trivedi, calls it the zone of inspiration. I call it the zone, even before I started working with him. Sometimes I call it the time warp. Like, what are those things that you always have the energy for, that you always find yourself going back to, even if they're challenging in their own way, but you just enter this zone of like time doesn't even exist. They say that time flies when you're having fun. Like, that is your zone of genius, where it doesn't even feel like work. And what we do is we think that life has to be hard and that we have to be these certain ways and achieve these certain things to be good human beings. And so we tend to discount what's actually our gift because it feels too easy. One of the things I go over with my VIP clients is it doesn't have to be hard to be effective. And it feels good because it's meant for you, right? Like, so what are those things? And if you're having issues figuring out what your strengths are, there's a ton of really, really cool personality typing, strengths finding sorts of quizzes and exercises, which I actually offer for free to my VIP clients so that we can start that off at the very beginning. Um, I'm also thinking, side note, about turning it into my next group coaching program. In the month of February, we're doing the balance, which is all about achieving success with balance, balancing work, personal life, and social life. But I'm also thinking about doing a group program, probably something along the lines of superpowered strengths in like March, April timeframe, where to date, only my VIP clients have got to go through these exercises with me. And so I'm thinking about turning it into a group coaching program where we do these same things just so it's more accessible. Because none of us needs to spend the rest of our life believing that we are subpar simply because we don't know what our actual strengths are. So don't feel guilty about what you're good at. And on the flip side of that, also don't feel guilty about what you're not good at. So y'all have probably heard me tell the story of how I spent my whole life being an overachiever, a high achiever, whatever, type A, whatever you want to call it, like achieving all the things and climbing the corporate ladder into this career that I was very good at, but I didn't really enjoy it. And one of the reasons I came into burnout is because I was forcing myself to be something that I was not. Truth is, I'm much more of a people person than I am a project manager. Um, and I just kept forcing myself to be a project manager because I thought that's what I should do. When I actually did the strengths assessment, like, man, that's been 8 years ago, I think, and my number one value came back as woo. And I was like, what the hell is woo? What is this woo value? Like, how is that even a value? What woo? And what it is basically, put simply, I'm a people person. And so after taking a break to start my coaching practice, I actually ended up going back into corporate America, but doing business development and marketing. And that doesn't even feel like work, folks. So I spend the majority of my day doing what it is that I love in both my corporate job and my coaching job, which is simply connecting with people and providing value and connecting the dots. I say on my LinkedIn profile, I'm a super connector because I am. I have this magical ability. It feels like magic. We all have it. What is your magic? My magic is being able to remember people, places, and things and connect the dots together in the web so that if someone over here in my web is like, I really need a blah, or I feel stuck, or man, it would really be great, I can remember. It's like lightning. Oh, this person over here has what you're looking for, or you guys should really connect. And that's just my magic. So the trick is to design your life around your strengths, what it is that you are good at. And then don't feel guilty and don't apologize for the things that you're not. Because even after I started doing that, there was a lot of me that felt a lot of guilt because I felt like I should be better at, or I should be better at, or, like, I'd be a better person if I could be more like Jane. Let go of that. You're supposed to be Rachel, not Jane. So don't feel guilty because we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. And the problem is a lot of people only want to show you the strengths, but they don't talk about the weaknesses. Like, I am very much a P, not a J on the Myers-Briggs. Being flowy and adaptive is my strength. Being structured and planning and organized is not. I'm okay with that now. So what? So I make sure that I team up with J's so that we have this perfect balance. Like my husband, he's a J. It all works out. So hopefully this is valuable. Drop me some comments. Let me know what part of this really was like, oh yeah, or if this helped, because that's what I'm here for, to help. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Get up, be awesome, repeat. Bye, y'all.